Black Coffee with a Side of Tea starts now only on Stunner Radio.
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. It's almost Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you are getting prepared, and I've seen so many social media posts about you can't eat before Thanksgiving. Nobody is cooking any other food other than the Thanksgiving food. So I'm pretty sure that people have got a lot of laughs at that because that's true in the Black household. If it's 2 days before Thanksgiving, we're not cooking nothing else. We're cooking Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving only. So I want to bring in my girl, Lisa Denae, the number one stunner. We're going to do the sister check-in for the week. Hey,
Hey, T-Baby.
what's going on? How was your week?
My week was good. My week was really good. It went by so fast.
It did. Did it not? It did. It did. I
I
exactly
can't believe
thought
it was
about that.
Saturday again.
I know.
It
We were
went
just
by
here.
super fast. I know, right? And I was happy I was waiting on Wakanda Forever, girl. I was waiting on that.
I went
So
last night. Oh,
it was
so
so
good.
good.
So good.
It
So
was
worth
so
it.
good. Yes.
So worth the time.
Worth it.
It's
It was
worth
so
the time.
worth it.
If you have not seen Wakanda
Yes.
Forever, it is a must see. Um, it seeing it in its full capacity, it just brings about something different. Just like Woman King, like I said, you come out of there inspired on a whole different level than you were before you went in. You completely are a changed person when you come out of that movie.
Yes. Because for me, I watched the movie. I love the movie. I love the story.
Right,
But I'm thinking about also the acting. I'm thinking about the directors. I'm thinking about the costume designers, the makeup people. I'm thinking about
right.
everybody who did their damn thing. You
They did
know?
the thing. I mean, when they did this movie, they put every intricate detail into play. It was fully thought out.
Yes.
It wasn't half done. It was fully thought out. The storyline was amazing. Like he
Yes.
did that. When I say he did that, he did it. And I love the fact that he
Yes.
honored him at the beginning and the end. You don't see many
Oh my
movies. They
God.
honor them at the end. They honor them at the end, but they don't start it off like that.
That beginning almost took me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
That beginning, oh my God, that beginning, it was so moving. It was so touching. And the fact that it was silent, it was just good. It was good.
It was really good. It's a must see.
That
I
beginning
will
was a
be seeing
lot.
it again. I will be
Me
going back.
too. Me too. I'm going to go see it again. I'm going to see it by myself, and then I'm going to see, who else want to go see it? Like maybe some girls or whatever, some girlfriends. We could do it like a
Right.
girlfriend, get together and
Yes,
see it.
exactly.
But I want to go see it by
Exactly.
myself first because I saw it with my boys this time. We all loved it.
Right.
But now I gotta go see it by myself because it was so. I was on a roller coaster ride of emotions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I actually, yeah, me and my son went and my mom's I still call her boyfriend even though she's no longer here with us. So he invited me. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing? You want to go to the movies?" I was like, "Sure." And I was like, I'm trying to think what movie he's talking about. He was like, "Yeah, look, you going to see Wakanda Forever?" And I was like, "Yes." And so it was just he was like, "Thank you for wanting to go." And he said the same thing, like it was a roller coaster of emotions, and it you just because you was up and down, and you were just I'm
Yes,
like you, I was thinking about everything that took place in order for this to show up on the screen as it did. It
yes,
was seamless, and I love it. I just love it. I think they did a really, really awesome job, and if it don't win Oscar or anything else, it's good. It was still great, but I do
Yes,
believe
it was
they're going to
great.
be in the running.
They got to be in the running. I mean, they got to take them
Absolutely.
seriously. The first one was the bomb too. I mean, and it didn't
Right.
get a whole lot of good, awards or nothing. But this one right here, with everything that they was dealing with, and
Right.
all the characters that was in the first one, they dealt with Chadwick Boseman's death for real. So it wasn't
That's what I'm
acting.
saying. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't.
They
It
had to deal
wasn't.
with their emotions for real.
That's the point I'm talking about. And so that's where the roller coaster came from, because you knew that those emotions that they were displaying in this movie were for real. They were
Yes.
basically reliving their emotions all over again.
Yes, because you know how it is, okay?
Oh
Even
yeah.
though we're not doing a movie, we do a podcast, okay? We do a show. So
Right.
if you on a show with somebody and they pass away, every time you do that show, you're thinking about them. You're thinking about them.
Absolutely.
And you're thinking about the things
Absolutely.
they used to say
Mm-hmm.
the way they used to get ready and all that kind of stuff. So imagine every
Yeah.
time they was filming, I know they was having memories and flashbacks of the last time they filmed, and I don't know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
It is a lot. It is a
It's a
lot. I'm
lot.
pretty sure it was very they had to take many breaks during filming, which I can understand. Like you have to take those mini breaks, because those emotions aren't just an acting aspect. These are true real emotions, because they were friends, friends and
Yeah,
colleagues. And
yeah,
so you had to take that moment just to step back and say, dang, I miss him. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing like
yeah.
missing somebody that had a true huge impact on your life,
Right,
and having
right.
to relive it. Yeah. So definitely
But
understand
you mentioned being inspired. You mentioned being inspired, and I feel like if that movie don't inspire you, like I don't know what will, because even thinking about how much they tributed him.
that.
I
That's the
mean,
part.
nobody wants to die young. Nobody wants to die before their
No.
time. But for me, if you do go, that's how you want to go, by making an impact
And
like that.
that's my point. Yeah. That's what I say. He made a huge impact on a lot of people, like a huge impact. You
Yes.
saw the huge, especially from Black Panther, because it was young Black boys who were able to see themselves as a hero, for the first time. And so
Right.
and that's why I say you're inspired, because you feel like you can make a difference. And I love the fact that they brought this young lady in, not to tell the movie, but just to bring her in.
I know, right?
And I was like, okay.
I can't wait till I'm hoping that like maybe we're gonna get 3 weeks so we can really talk about the movie. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but y'all
Right.
go watch it so we can talk about it.
Yes. Right. So we can tell you everything that's going on. 'Cause, yeah, I don't want to spoil the movie, but
Yes, but
it was a
I'm
great
not gonna
movie.
spoil it for y'all. But please go
It's
watch it, y'all, so we can talk about it. Okay,
right.
we're gonna give y'all 2 more weeks.
Right, 2 more weeks. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna go see it when I get back in town. I would definitely that will be one of my goals, is to go and see it, like you said, by yourself, because you get a different experience when you experience it with people, and then when you do it by yourself, it's a whole different. You see something different that you didn't see the first time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, how was your week?
It went fast. Being that I'm getting ready to go out of town, I was like, it crept up. I was like, oh my god, it's down to one day. I was like, but I was excited. My friends and
One
coworkers are super
day. You're
excited.
taking off tomorrow?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did come fast.
It did come fast. We leave tomorrow morning. Absolutely. Yeah, we leave tomorrow morning.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah. I know, right? That's how I felt. Yes, I felt that on Friday. I was like, dang. I was like, I'm glad I had done majority of the stuff that I needed to do, because I would be losing my bunkers right now if I hadn't. But yeah, it
I
was.
know, right? I know you're excited.
I'm very excited. It's been a long time since I've been um on a real like a real. I've been on vacation, but not like a long period of time. So and then it's a family trip, so I'm really excited about that part. Just to have all those laughs and memories, because we all, like I said, we all comedians in our own right. We all bring something to the table, uh, to make each other laugh and just generate those memories. So I'm excited about that. Everybody's excited. That's all they were talking about this morning. Um, Getting a chance to see each other, and so I'm excited about that. But work wise, work was good. Had an awesome meeting with my boss, and so I'm excited. So I had a really good week.
Absolutely. Okay, that's what's up.
Hmm.
So we need to get into these social media stories of the week, but we're gonna take a real quick break and we'll be right back, you guys, with the social media stories of the week. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for custom handcrafted fashion jewelry that makes a statement, look no further than Linda S. Jewelry 1426. We specialize in quality pieces fit for any occasion. Follow us on Facebook at Linda S. Jewelry 1426 to view our inventory or to make a purchase. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
All right, and we're
All
back.
right, we're back.
It was so many social media stories out there this week. It was hard to put. We can't talk about everything because we don't have enough time. But we're gonna talk about
Right.
this one. Really, really like struck me, because it was two different stories. Mainly because it was African Americans who are going to other countries and not coming back, and they're young. So that kind of like it kind of like shook me because I was like, oh my god. So this young woman, she went to on vacation with some friends, and so you think when you go on vacation with some friends, they got your back. You know what I'm saying? You know that
Right.
you gonna go home because you going out, you going with these particular friends, and y'all cool, y'all hang out with each other. You know them on different levels, emotionally, spiritually. You or at least she thought she knew them because I feel I they're saying it's foul play. And it's possible that it was, you know.
Well, I think people are saying it's foul play because they came home without her body.
That's right.
Now, we know we don't play that. We don't play those type of games. So
At
we
all.
already understand that, okay, if we go on a trip and something happens to our friend on the trip, whether they be drowned or kidnapped or alcohol poisoning, which they're trying to say with her, food
Right.
poisoning, poisoned, hit by a car, it don't matter what have happened to our friend. We already dealing with the fact that our friend died on this trip, but ain't no way in hell we finna leave that country without our friend's body.
That part. That's the part
We
that
don't
killed
do
me. I'm
that.
like,
Like,
no. If we went there, we all leaving at the same time. Like everybody's coming back
period.
together. Period.
Period.
So,
Whether we alive or dead, we're not gonna leave your body because that's the reason why people are jumping on this because black people are serious about this kind of stuff. All people are, but black people really are.
right.
Okay, because we don't like anybody handling our loved one's body. We don't just like anybody doing that. We want to know
That's
who
right.
taking care of the body, who moving the body, who dressing the
Right.
body for the funeral. We do not play these games because understand, yeah, the spirit is gone from the body. Our loved one is gone if that happens. But at the same
Right.
damn time, if I go out of town, out of the country, anywhere with my friend and something happened to my friend, I'm not leaving until I know where my friend body is, and that body is leaving
That's
that country with me.
that's my point. That's my point. It was a lot of comments, and I read some of the comments that were under this particular post. And one person said, I would have treated her like her mother would have treated. Her mother would have never left that country without her body. Period. Period. No matter what she had to do and what she had to money, and money didn't mean any object. until my daughter and I leave this country together.
Right. And I just don't understand. I think that's why it's suspicious, because
that's why it's foul play, because why
everybody know that.
Right. Right. So that's why this brings to my mind that you're choosing your friends is so important, especially when you're going on a trip in another country. You need to know if you're able to trust these people to be in another country. Period.
Exactly.
But you need to test them here.
This is what I say. That's why I say people don't take. That's why, we have this conversation all the time. Exactly. We don't use that word lightly, friend. We don't use that word lightly. At all. Because to me, a friend, first of all, if that was my friend would be towed up. They not leaving. They're not even able to get on that plane without all this stuff being resolved. They're not going to be able to do it if they're my friend.
That's my point. That's exactly what I thought about when I read the story. I was like, so they got back on the plane and went home without their friend and went back to their regular lives like nothing happened. That's my point.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
But it goes back to what you said. Right. It goes back to what you said. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. I say this when it comes to friends and when it comes to relationships too, because I've been married before, and I know when something happened to you and you are unconscious, they go ask your husband.
Right.
So you better be damn sure that you got the right person.
That part.
Because if you don't got the right person, girl, you don't got the right person, be like, I don't know, whatever y'all want to do.
Right. That this is a true testament. Like I say, you have to test them here. You kind of have to make sure that when you're in the States, do you really have my back? If something go down, are you gonna be the first to run and leave me high and dry? I've experienced that, and
I think we all have.
Right, I don't fool with them kind of people.
And you can't feel bad. You can't feel bad about going your separate way
at all, because at the end of the day, that lets me know that you worried about yourself. Say that one more time.
Right. I said, once you know that person is not the way you need them to be with you, you just let it be. And you can't even feel bad about that.
You don't. Because at the end of the day, we need to make sure if we come in here together, that's just like females going, when you go out together and we're all females, we all check in with each other when we get and we at the destination. When we get ready to leave, hey, text me, let me know that you made it to your destination.
Right.
But if you leave before we do, how you know we made it to our destination? You didn't wait till we all turn on our engines at the same time. So what you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for this young lady and for her family, but I hope that somebody will learn something from this. It's Absolutely. A lot of people on social media going on these girls trips, these couples trips, but you better know who you traveling with. You better know that these people really got your back.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to, like I said, you need to know who you're going with, because at the end of the day, anything could happen. I don't think even one of her, I think it was one of her friends had posted underneath the post and said, I've been with her and we drink each other under the table. So that lets me know it's not alcohol poisoning at all.
Right. It's this comment right here. It says alcohol poisoning my ass.
Right.
They're like,
because I know my friend. I know how she can drink like a fish. So it couldn't been alcohol poisoning. Somebody poisoned her with the alcohol, but she didn't, that wasn't the case. So, but see,
this is what people don't understand. People don't understand, folks, and girl, yeah, I know I'm preaching to the choir because I know you know. But some people do not understand. A person can be all up in your face and cannot stand you.
Yes, 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 they will. They be all up in your camp. They be all up in your camp and despise everything you do, turning their nose behind your back, everything, and then they basically setting you up for failure because they making it seem like they down for you, and then you go on a said trip and they the first one out. They
And
the first one out.
Who
They trying.
knows? They could have set the situation up. I mean,
That's
something is
what I'm
not
saying.
right for them to leave like that.
Yeah, that don't make sense because I don't know. I wouldn't feel right getting back on the plane without my friend. If that's my real friend, I'm not getting back on no plane. I'm not getting back on no plane. I'm not in a mental space. I'm not in the emotional space to even leave without her going with me or
Right,
speaking to her parents to get her body back to where it needs to be before I
right.
leave.
I feel
Period.
like let this be a lesson to people that do not play these type of games with folks. When you know a person is not for you, keep it moving. Do not
Yep,
have them in your circle.
absolutely not. Don't have them in your
Because you
circle.
know you might get in a situation where your life is on the line and you may not be able to count on them.
That part. That part.
Yeah, so
That is
anyway,
just
we're gonna
that.
move on to the next story. Let's go to the video.
All
We're
right.
gonna move on to the next story. So this one right
Y'all
here.
stopped tolerating women's bullshit in unison, they will change because they need you just like you need them. They need that attention. They need that validation. Let me tell you something about human beings. We desire companionship. We desire attention. We desire from the opposite sex. We are hardwired to do that. I said that to say that they need you too. If men today said, you know what, we ain't dating, we ain't getting no more attention, we ain't liking no bitches pictures, ain't no more dates, fuck y'all. We did that for a week. These will fall over and die on everything I love. See, you know why they so, I don't need no, I fuck these niggas. Get that bag, girl. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, we don't need y'all. You know why they act like that? Because it's 100 motherfuckers. They got 100 DMs with heart eyes and they take it for granted. Because guys give it away so freely. Guys let them do what they want to do. That's why they act like that. If that shit stopped with men today, women will change overnight, I promise you. Don't let them fool you with, we don't need no man, I don't need nothing. The reason they saying that is because they got 100 dudes to fuck. So they take it for granted. If that went away today, if that bitch lost her legs, she'd be on TikTok crying about how guys don't want her and you shouldn't leg shame.
Oh, wow. When I saw that, I was like, okay.
So I have so much to say about this.
Okay, well, go
Because
ahead.
first of all, I agree with him in some areas, but because I've been saying this for years when it comes to men. I've been saying it forever. Like I said this all the time. If women down and be like, I ain't putting up with A, B, and C, these men will change. And so it goes both ways. What he's saying
It
is
does go
correct.
both ways.
However, I think he got it wrong because the women that's doing all this, I don't need no man, I'm about my bag. That's the one the men want. That's what he don't understand. Dudes is the ones they want. The ones with the attitude, the ones that's shallow, the ones that ain't got nothing up to here. That's the one they want. Because when you smart, when you educated, when you're about to look right over you. Right. So I don't know what he's talking about because, you know, that's us women that ain't all shallow like that. We ain't got no 100 niggas. We do not have that. I don't know where he getting these stats.
When he said that, I was like, crickets. Crickets.
Where they at? Exactly. Where they at? But I guarantee you, right now, T-Baby, if you and I get on TikTok, push these girls up, stick our booty out and be like, I don't need no man. I got my money. I got my own money. I don't want no man. What a man gonna do for me? Then we will have 100 DMs. We will have them coming out the woodwork, because that's the part he missing. That's what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when I saw the video. I was like, he missed me on a couple of points, because I don't do that on social media. So I'm I guess I'm demure compared to the other women that are showing everything. I'm just demure. I'm like, I leave something to the imagination, as they say. You ain't supposed to show everything.
And even our attitude, because our attitude is not that we don't need them. Because see, when you have that attitude, they do chase you. Yes, our attitude is, okay, I want a companion. I want a relationship. And them, that's when they be like, now I want to hear, no, I'm not interested.
Right. Absolutely.
But the minute I know what I'm talking about, because when I was in that stage of, baby, I don't need you like that. I don't want to be bothered. I don't know. I want a relationship. I don't want to be bothered. That's when they was all in my face.
Me too. Absolutely.
So
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think he know what he's talking about on that. I think he's talking from his own personal standpoint, but we could tell him from experience. The minute you want a man, they don't want you. But when you act like you don't want their ass, they all in your face.
They all in your face. That is very true. That is so true.
These games.
They playing games.
That's why when they play these games, we play the game like, oh, I ain't interested. I don't want to be bothered. And then that's how you get them. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I'm gonna let you know, I do want a relationship. I do want a companion. I am interested. And if you fall off for that, then bye, because I don't need your type. But that's the type that's out there. The type that want to be verbally abused. The type that want you to call them out all outside their name. Right. They want you to be wanting to pay their bills. It's crazy. If you're not asking them to pay your bills, they think it's something wrong with you. It's like, boy,
I've been paying my bills before you came in the picture, sir. Like, I don't need you to do that.
Hello.
I don't need you to do that. I've been doing this for quite a long time. So yeah, that's
where he missing me at.
Me too. Yeah. He missed me on that point too. It was like, I was like, he ain't talking about me and my friend. he ain't talking about us. Cause I've been in that stage too, where I did that stage. And like you said, they was.
But what was they doing? What was
they doing? In my face. They was in my face.
They was all in your face.
But now that I'm serious and I want a companion and I want a real relationship, I want somebody to travel with. I want somebody that wants to be with me for me and what I got up here, because I have to be stimulated here first. Like, I need you to be able to have a conversation and not be texting me WYD all the time. Don't do that. Don't WYD me to death, because I'm not gonna answer.
Ooh, exactly.
I could go on and on about this. Right. We could spend hours and hours talking about the dating stuff, because it's a never ending story. So
exactly. So we're gonna move on to the next story.
I grew up in a trap house. Yep. So all I knew was that. You know what I'm saying? And I love you because you held it down and like you did what you had to do. But imagine you never had
child point of view.
You never had to sleep with your mama 24/7 because you couldn't go in your room.
Okay.
You never had to walk in on my dope.
Yeah.
You never had to walk in on my just you know what I'm saying? The way I was raised, I had to deal with that because everything that happened, I had to deal with that. And I'm still dealing with it because ain't nobody come take me to give me no help. Ain't nobody got me no help. I learned about that when I got older.
Okay. So do you
know this real, cuz like this this in my head, my whole life. In my head. The I go through, I can't even go to her, she hard. I can't go to you hard. So I'm on the concrete, my granddaddy ain't that hard.
Wow.
But guess what? And I ain't taking nothing.
Dang. I meant to go back and watch that, but I didn't have an opportunity to watch it because I already just seeing that was a lot for me.
Ooh,
It was
yes,
so multi-layered, and I don't think
multi.
truly understands what he's trying to tell her. Like she's on this TV kick, and the reality is that's real for him. Like you need to step
Yes,
and get out of that media part and really listen to your child. Like period. Like
exactly.
he's crying out to you and you not listening at all.
I think she, first of all, you're right about it being multi-layered. It's so much going on.
Right.
The first thing for me is she needs help too. She need help
Absolutely.
because I feel like she was offended. I feel like
Yeah, how
she
you
was,
how you offended in this?
and that's why he said you hard, she hard. And it hurt me so bad to see that because that's
he
how
doesn't
black
have
women can
anybody
be
to
sometimes.
right. Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
just need a soft place to land. He needs
And he
somebody
doesn't have one.
soft to say, he don't have it, but where is it? Because it goes back to what we were saying before. If he and I'm not, blaming him, but how many soft women did he pass over for her?
That
He
part.
chose what he was used to.
Yep.
And that's what he was used to, the woman that's like his mama, hard. But
Yep.
I guarantee this Scrappy we're talking about, he got a pick. He could have picked anybody. He could have got
Yep.
any woman.
Anybody.
So it's some women out there that are soft, that are compassionate, that are loving, but he probably passed them up for something that he was used to. I can't fault him for that. But what I can say is that's why it's such a hard issue, because it's things in him that he got to fix. It's things in her she got to fix. And
Right.
then everybody hurt. So they just keep hurting each other. This is a bad situation all the way around.
It was, but it was like I said, I never did see the actual show, and I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that one. That's real heavy. That's a real heavy. So, in just because you see his cast members, like they was like, dang, because they was like taken aback just hearing what he was saying, you know. So,
But I think I have to give him credit for saying it, man. I have to give him credit because
right.
what he's saying is millions of black men out there going through what he going through.
Right.
But they might not say it.
That's true. That's true.
So I give him credit for bringing that to the forefront, because it's a lot of men like that need help. And he said, ain't nobody go get me no help or take me to get help. I mean, it just broke my heart.
Right. Well, she's not, like he said, she's hard. His wife is hard. So he can't really go to neither one to get the help or get a compassionate ear. You know, even if he just needs somebody to listen. You know what I'm saying? He needed somebody to be able, he needed somebody to be able to listen to what he was experiencing, and then from his mama's perspective, she needed to take into account what she was exposing her child to. Period.
But you know what, too? I mean, when you look at their body language, this is something that I had to learn as a woman, especially a black woman. You know, it's okay for us to be soft. We don't have to be hard all the damn time. So for me,
it's the stance, like
it's the stance, and even though the wife was sad, if it was me, I would have my hand. Babe, I'd be touching him. I'd be like, oh, baby, I would be showing him.
Of that. She wasn't doing any of that
because
she was crying, but she didn't know
like
how.
He said, she hard.
She didn't know how to maneuver in that space because it was a heavy subject. and then it was a space she's never had to, maneuver. How she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry, but I'm not gonna touch him." But I don't know. And then his Mama D is just a whole piece of work herself. She just, I don't know how you get offended about. I just don't know. I don't understand. When
Because
he's
she's
telling you
damaged. She
that's
damaged too.
right, and that's his
She,
experience.
yeah.
So you can't discount
Yes.
his experience. You have no
And
right
I
to.
know she probably feel like, well, I took care of you. I did the best I could. And we all have gone through that as mothers.
Right,
We have had,
right,
especially when you've been a single mother, you have had to make certain decisions, sacrifices, choices you've had to make that your child don't understand. But when it comes to, them coming to you for understanding and help, you got to eat that. You just got to say, hey, I did the best I could. I'm sorry if the
right.
things I did hurt you, because my intention was to give you what you needed.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And I think had she taken that approach, then he would have responded differently.
Yes,
When you
yes,
feel like somebody, like you're truly being heard, then you take you start. Okay, well, she hears me, she sees me, she's taking a accountability for what I experience.
right, right, right. And I think that that's that is one of my favorite sayings, and that's why I put that as Stunner Radio's tagline: "Be heard," because so many people are not being heard, and especially Black men, especially men like him, who people feel like, oh, he must got it all going on. He on TV, he got money, he got all the jewelry, all them big old rings on his fingers. I mean, that's
That's
at least
material.
three
That's
hundred thousand
material.
dollars.
But that's material.
But people from the
What's going
outside
on in
looking in,
here and what's going on in here?
that's why I'm glad he was so open and honest about what he was going through,
Right.
because I think it's going to help other Black men be able to say that. Like he said, I've been dealing with this my whole
Yeah.
life. I've been dealing with this. And I just applaud him for speaking up. And I hope that
Right.
somebody gets him some help. I hope that he gets the help he needs, and she do too. I hope they all do.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, that one touched
Definitely.
me. I was so moved by that one. That one was
Yeah.
crazy.
The clip was a lot. It was like, I was like, wow. So your heart goes out to him. Um, for what he had to experience, and then you did, like you said, you hope he gets the help that's necessary for him to progress forward, and be a better father with his daughters, because that comes into play too. How you dealing with all of that shows up in your relationship with your children.
Yes, it does. Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, moving on to the next story.
You had a little bit to say about Kanye West in your book.
I'm sick of Kanye.
Boom.
I was sick of him before he did all this mess. I don't care what he's dealing with. Shut your mouth. You go sit down somewhere. All them kids that look up to his ass. Hey, Kanye, my name is Jennifer Lewis. I'm famous too. Not as famous as you. That does not excuse you from doing what you should be doing. Go get help, baby. Your children are looking at you. You hush now. I know what pain you're going through. I went through it. Do it for your children. Do it for the next generation. They gave you everything. They listen to your music just because you consider yourself a genius, and a lot of people do. Van Gogh was a genius. He cut his fucking ear off. You hush now. Go get some help. Go get some help, baby. Find me. Call me. Let me help you. That baby's so sick.
Dang.
Woo! That was
heavy.
rough.
That was heavy too.
Man, that was heavy.
It's some heavy stuff going on out here. But she's absolutely correct. Like I fully believe that he did not fully deal with his mother's death. And so when you don't do that work, as I've your favorite person, Ayanla Van Zant. I'm here to help you do your work.
Yes.
He needs to do his work because he didn't truly deal with it. I think it happened. He went through it, didn't truly go through it. He was there, but he wasn't truly present. And then he stepped on to the next thing. You know, you just kept going. It's kind of like he was just moving through life, but it's showing up now and how he reacts and how he communicates and how all of his actions are depicting of him needing help and dealing with the grief of his mother that he still has not fully processed.
And he may never fully process it. That's one thing that I try to tell people all the time. It may never go away. You just deal with it. But every day you learn how to deal with it in more and more healthy ways. But thinking that it's just going to go away, that may never happen. What this reminds me of, though, I was waiting for somebody. I've been waiting for a long time for somebody. Yeah, some celebrity, somebody with some kind of pull to say, go get some help. We love you. Go get some help. Because I waited for a long time for that for R. Kelly, and it never happened. I was waiting for somebody to say, hey man, we love you. We see what you're doing. Go get some help, man. Or just take him and get help. Help him. And nobody did. Now you see what happened with him. Kanye is the same. So I hope that he reaches out to her. I hope he sees it. I hope he don't get defensive. I'm glad that she a real auntie, honey. She was feeling the spirit.
She was like, ooh.
She was like,
when she did that, I was like, oh,
yes, honey.
The ancestors was talking to her, honey. She was like, yes,
baby. Yes, she was like, go get you some help, baby.
Ancestors had chimed in and was speaking through her,
Yes.
So,
you could feel it. It gave me chills.
It
gave
did.
me
chills. So she didn't do it in a boastful way. Most people come in a boastful way, but she did it in a sincere and compassionate and empathy. Just and when you can tell when people have compassion in their spiritual, because the way she closed her eyes and said it. Yeah.
Well, the spirit, I feel like the spirit jumped in, because at first she was like, shut your effing mouth. She was like, I'm sick of you. But then she felt it and she was like, get some help. Get some help, baby. Get some help. Go sit down somewhere. Shut your mouth. Hush. She started saying, hush now.
Yeah, when she said hush, you could tell.
Hush now.
The spirit had stepped in when she said hush.
Yes. Hush now. Just go get some help. I think that a lot of people don't understand, when you lose somebody who was your whole world, everybody's relationship with their parent is different, different.
Right.
His relationship with his mother, she was his world. And he was her whole world. She decided not to date at all.
Yep.
While she was raising him, which to me personally, I feel like is a bad decision, because when you make your child your whole world, I don't think it's meant to be that way. That's just my personal opinion, because then what they gonna do? It's like going back to Black Panther. They said in the first movie when T'Challa went to the ancestral plane. His dad said, a man who does not prepare his son for his death has failed. You got to prepare your children how to live on without you, because that's the one thing that is guaranteed. We not going to be here forever. We know that. It's a guarantee.
Yep.
So you have to prepare them to live without you. In addition to that, I don't think people understand that his having all that money is the reason why she's not here, because he was able to pay for all that. You can't get all them procedures done in one time if you ain't rich, period.
That part.
And now after her death and a lot of other cases, they ain't even gonna do it no more like that, because they see what happens when you get so many multiple procedures done
Your body
in one
hasn't had a chance to recover, and she was older too. So
yes, and then while you wait, it goes back to what I said. You cannot put your life on hold for nobody, not even your children. So you put your life on hold, and then you want to try to make up for all the lost time by getting all this stuff done, trying to get it back out there. It's just a sad situation.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, so I can understand the grief, the guilt, everything that he must be feeling, when in all actuality, he needs to be able to move on and live his life. The grief ain't gonna go nowhere. But if he's feeling any type of guilt, I really hope he gets help to move beyond that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, you can tell that he's hurting. Like, you can see it in his, because he doesn't, like, you know how you would, when you saw Kanye, he would be groomed, and he had, you know, his outfit to he was in that space of being an artist. Now he's just kind of going through he just showing up. Like, he ain't even think about what he's doing when he's showing up. He just showing up.
And he used to have a shine on him. He used to have a shine, you know. You know, people like us, we could see past the human. We see the spirit. So he used to have a shine on him, a light on him.
And it's not on him.
And now it's darkness. It's darkness on him. And that's scary. You know, that's scary.
It's very scary. So yeah, you could tell he had this illumination about him. And so now it's not there.
Yeah.
That's why I say he's just showing up. Like, he not even in that space anymore. He's kind of like almost like a robot. You know how somebody in this robotic state.
I don't never want to be married or be
through.
Right. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next story.
This is what I don't never want to be married or be in a relationship.
Or
so.
you don't never want to be in a relationship?
No,
not even
a girlfriend? No, why would I do that? That is no. Look at my man over in the corner. You wish somebody would have said that on the mic before.
He from Ghana. He want 5 wives.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. As long as you can afford them, you should be able to have them.
So you don't want to live with anybody?
No. I don't. Nuh-uh. You know, like I said, I get most of my, interaction and relationship, dependence from the environment that I come from rather. Mm-hmm. And I watched my mother go through my whole life, never finding a man to keep it real with her and tell her exactly what it was that was going on. So I'm out here just trying to be the nigga that my mother never had. I don't have no lies to tell you. I don't have no lies to tell you. I feel like if somebody would have gave Wanda the opportunity, she would have been a hell of a soldier for somebody who was worth it, and it would have made our life easier. Mm-hmm. So for me, I don't have no lies to tell you. You're not going to be the only woman that I ever. That's it. It's illogical to me to even allow a woman to think that if I love you and care about you, there's no way I would allow you to think that as a man that you are going to be the only woman that I want to deal with.
What if she's okay with you dating other people?
Well, that's cool, but the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you about that from the jump. My whole mantra is no victims, only volunteers. You'll never be a victim to no bullshit, only a volunteer to my truth. So you have a choice as to whether or not you want to deal with me or not, but you have to understand that you won't be the only woman that I deal with. Now, in fairness, you have a lot of men who say that and then be like, I do what I want, you do what I tell you. I'm also not that way.
All right.
And when it comes to women, I don't care what you do when I'm not around. As
this
long
must
as
be a wilding out thing.
No, it's not. I ain't having no bunch of kids. You know what I mean? But salute to Nick. Shit, that nigga can take care of him. He about to have a whole nother cast. I know that nigga. I know what he doing.
That's exactly what he did.
He's trying to have a whole nother cast so we can fire us. I'm hip to you,
That's
Nick.
right. That's right.
But women always say they want a man to keep it 100 with them until they run into one. Most of them have never had a man keep it 20 with them, so you have no idea what that other 80% entails that you think that you're looking for. The lies hurt so bad that you just think you want the opposite. But majority of the women that I have conversations with don't want a man to be honest with them. You want a man to fit into the character that you have in your mind, and you want him to play that out in front of the world. I don't operate like that. This is what it is. This is what it ain't. You down with it? Cool. You not? Cool. I like the way I explain it is like we all are professors of ourselves, and I'm the dean of Chico Bean University. When you've been to college, you've been around. When the first thing you've been around, lend the skin. The first thing that they teach you the first thing that you do when you come into a college, classroom is they give you the syllabus. And the first week of class is you going over the syllabus so you can make a decision as to whether or not this is a class you want to take or drop. Mm-hmm. That's how I operate with women. When you meet me, I'm handing you my syllabus. This is what it is with me. You have a choice as to whether or not you want to take this course or drop it.
Ah!
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Chico Bean.
Chico Bean. All right. So when I saw that, I was like, okay. Some of what he said was true. Like, I have to agree with some of it. Like, men aren't completely honest about if you're not going to be the only person. And if this works for his life, that he being honest up front, saying, hey, I'm not dating you, I'm dating multiple people, but I'm not marrying anybody. And if you okay with that, you riding that ride, period, or going to his university, as he put it. You staying in his class.
I think now I got a lot to say about this because first of all, he's very intelligent. So I like that. He's very intelligent. He's very articulate. He's able to articulate what he feels and how he feels about it in a very direct way. And I love that. Right. However, nigga, you ain't fine. The fuck? You're not fine?
I knew you was going to say that.
Fine men.
I knew you were going to say that. I said, why she going to say, he ain't even fine.
You ain't even fine. Talking that game. You're not even fine. Go and have a month seat, sir. No. No.
But some women they want that ride, child.
First of all, I'm not, and that's fine. I do like the fact that he's talking about being honest, but I really do think, this is just my opinion, I think he is broken and he is hurt. He need to heal because he's hurt behind the things he saw his mother go through. So he took it. Yeah, he took it away. Like, well, I ain't gonna be that type of dude. I'm gonna be the dude that's gonna just tell him up front I ain't gonna, be faithful. Which is thrown off because he young now. So it's easy to go get multiples and deal with multiple. But what about when your ass is old and you want one person? Ain't nobody gonna be trying to hear it from you.
Because you already put it out there.
Exactly. And now you tired, old, and you done been through too many women. You ran through, and you're not fine. So, sir, I think he needs to heal. He needs to heal from the things that broke him and made him feel that way. Because when you love somebody,
right,
you're not trying to deal with a whole lot of different people. You're just not.
It's very,
regardless how to. Go ahead, T-Raven.
Yeah, you don't want when you truly are in love with somebody, because there's a difference. You can love somebody and being in love is completely different. And I think people confuse those two quite often. So you can love somebody and you just truly you have love for them. But being in love with somebody, you take on a whole different demeanor, period, when it comes to that person. And you not trying to deal with nobody else. You don't want to hear about this other chick that's calling the phone or nothing like that. When you in love with somebody, your cells in your body take on different shapes. Like your demeanor, your spirit, your emotions, your heart, everything changes when you are in love with somebody. So there's a difference. That's a difference, man.
Right.
People confuse that. When you truly understand that you in love, baby, you act completely different.
And I think that I don't think a person like this has the capacity to go there yet, because you're dealing with pain, you're dealing with trauma. So he's
Right.
not going to ever open himself up for that type of,
Mm-hmm.
love, that type of bond, because
Right.
what it is a bond with someone. And in that type of bond, you ain't even trying to deal with nobody. You bonded to this person.
Yeah.
And so I understand what he's saying, but I think that at some point in his life, he's definitely going to change that. And a lot of men feel that way. So he's right about that. A lot of men feel just like he feels, but they lie about it.
That's right. They
So
do.
in that part, he right. At least he being honest.
Right.
But then these men get old and they in the age group that I'm in now, and it's about I just want to settle that. Boy, what? No, hey, now, because I'm looking at Junior. You've been out here, you've been out here doing that thing, been thanging. And now that the thing ain't thanging no more, you want a companion. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Okay. Girl.
That's true. That's
a
true.
lot. Well, I mean, we might not get to these holiday do's and don'ts. I don't know.
Let's go ahead and do these holiday do's and don'ts now.
Okay. All right. Let's take a quick break, you guys, and we'll be right back, because we got like so many more social media stories to talk about. We'll save them for next week. We'll save them for next broadcast, because we're going to be on hiatus next week and the week after Thanksgiving. I think we'll let y'all know. But for the next broadcast, we're going to bring you the rest of the social media stories. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back with the holiday do's and don'ts.
Has your path to success been blocked by lack of training, outdated skills, or just feeling like you can't keep up with advanced technology? We have a solution for you. TT Innovative Solutions can help get you on track and assist you with the skills and services you need to achieve your goals. If you need website design, virtual conference hosting, technical skills development, help desk support, and more, TT Innovative Solutions has got you covered, and they're here to teach, train, innovate, and solve. Visit ttinnovate.com today for more information or to book an appointment. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
All right, and we're back.
All right, we're back.
Holiday do's and don'ts. Oh my God, there's so many. So the first one, I think my first one is, I'm going to do a don't. If you are not a consistent cooker or baker, holidays is not the time to start trying to do that. If you are in the area, don't try to bake and don't try to cook a turkey. If you've never done it before, if you've not been in the kitchen with your grandmother paying attention to the recipes because you know your grandmother didn't measure anything, if you weren't in there paying attention to the intricate details of how things were prepared, sit down. Bring the paper plates.
Right.
That's my first one.
I'm going to second that one. You are so right. Don't. If you not have the skills. I agree.
Right.
I agree. So my first one for holiday do's and don'ts is I'm gonna do a do.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a do, because I think that people have got so comfortable and familiar with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to type my do out. I'm gonna do a do. Do bring a gift for the host.
Okay? That part.
So a lot of times you come over people's house and you go to their house all the time, so you don't think it's no big deal. But I think it's proper etiquette. Bring a gift for the person who is hosting. Yes,
Absolutely.
you bringing your dish. Yes, you bringing what you normally bring, but do something a little extra special for the person who opening up their door. You know, who
Right.
hosting this whole gathering. Bring a gift for the host. Even if you're going to a holiday party and it's at a restaurant or at a banquet or whatever, whoever is hosting the party, bring
Right.
a gift. It doesn't have to be nothing elaborate, but just to show that you care and as a thank you. I just feel like you should. That's mine. It's a do, and do bring a gift for the host.
Absolutely. I have to agree with you on that one. Do bring a gift. Never go empty handed. That's I
Right.
grew up with that. Never go to a person empty handed. I always say, what do I need to bring? That's my first statement whenever I'm invited somewhere. It's, do I need to bring anything? Am I responsible for anything? Don't just show up just to be showing up. I think my next one, I'm gonna do a do. My do is help clean up. Don't pack your
Yes.
plate. Don't pack your plate and be trying to rush out and leave because you already know that the hostess had
That's
to
good.
prepare to invite you in their home. So they had to clean up for you to be there. So they gonna need help cleaning up. So do the dishes. If you're not a dish doer, that's okay. Load the dishwasher. Load the dishwasher, take the trash out, help put the food up. However you can help in that capacity, do help that hostess clean up because that is a lot to host and then have to clean up behind people. That is a lot.
Yes. That's a big one. That's a good one.
That's a huge
Do
one.
help clean up. So my next one is going to be a don't. Don't bring up uncomfortable memories. Leave that shitty in the past.
That's
You
why it's the past.
know, when you get together, when you get together with people, family, friends, whatever, we all got memories with each other. But some things it's not to be brought up. Don't bring up stuff that you know gonna cause a fight with people, that's gonna cause
Right.
people to leave out crying. I mean, just let that stuff stay in the past. That's one of the reasons why people don't go want to go to their family house because they
Right.
always bringing up stuff that need to be left where it's at. So it's good
That part.
to share memories and be like, girl, remember we went to blah blah blah. If it's fun. But if you talk about
Right.
remember when your baby daddy had knocked your head, don't do that.
Right.
Remember your baby daddy had left with old girl from down the street? No. We don't need you
No,
to
that's
bring that up.
no, not at all. Not at all. That's a good one. I have to agree with that one. That's a good one
Oh my
because
God.
oh,
Yes, don't do that.
especially especially in front of company, as they say, because
Yes.
it might be the new boo sitting there, and you
And the
bringing up
new
the shit.
and that's when people like to show out when you bring a new boo. They love to show out.
Right,
Oh, you remember when? Remember when? And it's like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
right,
Okay.
exactly. So that is a big yeah. Don't bring up the uncomfortable memories. Don't park on people's my next one is gonna be a don't. So don't block other people's drive when you go into a neighborhood, you know where your family lives. Don't block people driveways. Don't park on people grass. Um, and don't leave your kids untamed at people's house. Because if you
Mm,
got kids and you know that they bad, because you know your kids bad. People pretend that they don't know their kids bad, but you know your kids is bad.
yes, they
Yes.
know.
Tame to your kids, park correctly in people's yard. Don't block people in because you never know when somebody might be ready to go. You know, the young folks be in and out. They be getting a plate at grandma's house, getting a plate at auntie house, getting a plate at the cousin's house. So don't block people in, park correctly. Don't step on people's plants, because just just don't leave the kids like you said. Don't leave the kids unsupervised. Just don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it.
And I agree with the other one. Do be considerate about parking, because if you just be considerate, you know,
Period.
you'll think about where you park. If you just be considerate, well, I don't want to park here because there's somebody else, you know, driveway. I don't want to block so and so in because I know she like to leave early. Just be considerate.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely.
Well, let me see. I had some don'ts that's a little messy.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So my don't that's messy is don't bring your bald head girlfriend over if can't nobody stand her ass. Okay. Leave her.
Significant other.
Yes, don't bring your bald headed girlfriend over here. I mean, you know, we all got them people that have people in their life that don't nobody like.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know how that go.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
that's what I'm saying.
I can't stand her.
Don't bring your bald headed girlfriend.
They be saying, I can't stand her. I don't know why he keep bringing her over here.
And you know, it's the people who don't speak. They don't got no manners. You know, they just want to sit in the corner like they better. They don't want to talk to the family. Leave them where they at. Don't bring them, because it just caused too much confusion. And you know your family don't like them. Go to her family, and then you go to your family.
Right.
Do not bring the person that caused a lot of confusion with your family. Just leave them. Y'all meet up later. That's my don't.
That's a good one. I think let me see, do I want to do a do or do I want to do a don't? I think I'm gonna do a do. Do no, I'm gonna do a don't. So I'm gonna do a don't. So don't don't visit people's house that you used to date 10, 15 years ago. Don't do that. Don't show up to
my God.
house.
That's a good one.
Don't show up to people's house. And I've had this happen to me. Don't show up to people's house because you already know that their grandmother cooks very well and you love their food, but you're no longer associating with the family or the person that you used to date. So why are you showing up? Like unannounced? Don't show up unannounced. Don't do it. If you don't show up on a regular basis unannounced, definitely don't show up at Thanksgiving and Christmas. Why are you here? Why? That used to happen to me all the time. That used to happen all the time. Like, why are you here? You got that fake grin on your face. Yeah. Oh, you here? Because you want to.
And I agree. Because you want to play. I mean, because everybody be uncomfortable. Everybody be uncomfortable. They're like, what is she doing here? What he doing here? Don't do that.
Yes. I don't know why people do that.
Yeah, don't do that. People show up unannounced all the time. And my other one, my do is be on time. If people tell you what time we eat, you know what time we eating. You know what time they tell you to be here. If a person tell you to be at their house at 2:00, don't show up at 8:00 p.m. because we're trying to shut it down. We're trying to shut it down. Show up on time. The people give you a time for a reason. Okay.
The food is put up. We playing games, and the kitchen is probably clean at that point. So you getting a side eye.
And it's always somebody want you to pull the food back out, heat them up a plate. Be on time.
Yeah.
Be on time, or you just gonna get a slice of pie or something.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody trying to pull the food back out. If you didn't come on time, that's on you. Be on time.
It's already situated in the refrigerator. It's in the Ziploc bags. It's in the containers. It's done. Like, it's over. We moving on to Christmas now. Like, we in here chilling, watching the game. People done had their drinks or whatever is going on. But yeah, definitely show up on time. That's important. It's a
That's
consideration, like
important.
you said. It's being considerate of time.
And now my last social media one. This is social media one.
Okay.
Don't post people without asking them. Everybody don't want everything posted. So just
That
because
part.
they at the family gathering, do not post their picture without asking them, because you don't know if they want people to know where they at, who they with. None of that.
Right.
Let post yourself.
Post yourself.
Don't be posting everybody. Because some
Right.
people funny about that. Some people
I
funny
don't
about
blame
their
you.
kids being posted. Yeah, don't post people kids. Talk to people before you post the pictures from the gathering. You cannot just be snapping all these pictures if you care about how they feel. If it's your
Right.
family,
Right.
to me, if you care about them, talk to them before you post.
I definitely agree. Because some people, like you said, people don't want people to know where they are. Um, and they just don't want to be on, they might not even be on social media. Like it's a lot of people that do not have social media pages and they just don't want to be posted. So that goes back to being considerate. If you care about them and you're considerate, a considerate person, ask before you, like you say, ask before you post, and tag. Don't tag people if they told you not to tag them. Do not tag. Don't tag me, because you're gonna be left in the
Exactly.
tag box. You're gonna be left in the tag box.
That part. And you know what else is crazy? Because we all know that exes watch your family members page. They
Right.
waiting for you to tag them. They waiting for you to put something on. Don't give them nothing. Leave these folks alone.
Leave them in the dust.
If just like I said, to be on the safe side, only post yourself on pictures. If you taking
That's
pictures
it.
with everybody, let them know, hey, it's okay for me to post. It's okay for me to post. Just let them know.
Right. Right. But people have a
So,
tendency to go live now too. So
oh my goodness, that's another one. I mean,
but don't
let people
go
know you're going
live.
live.
Right. Don't go live, and don't inform people, because they end up on being on live, and live is in that moment. People got food in their mouth and they chewing or whatever is going on. Don't do that to people. Don't do that. Don't go
Don't do
live.
that, because that's when people start pulling up. That's when people start pulling up. I know
Exactly.
they here
That's the
because they was
unannounced.
just live.
That part.
Don't do that.
That part, because that's
Don't.
when people
Yeah.
really do start showing up unannounced. You be like, oh my God. Why are these people
Yes.
here?
You're trying to, right. You're trying to be inconspicuous and see they done went live.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like be considerate when it comes to social, because everybody don't want to share everything. I'm the type of person, when it's a family gathering or a private gathering with my family and friends, that's between me and them. I don't want to share it with the world.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I would be the person that say, please don't include me in your live. If you want to go live, do it over there. That would be me.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely agree. And I grew, you and I grew up when social media wasn't, when you went to family functions, you took a picture, but it didn't show up on social media.
Right.
It was just it was private. And now you have where the phones have cameras. We grew up with phones with no cameras. It was just a regular phone. You just use it to contact people, but now they got cameras on it. And you, like you said, just be considerate of other people, because people don't like to be photographed. People don't like to be in your lives. People don't like to be posted. People don't like to be tagged. Just ask before you do any of that.
Yeah, because some people like to get with their family and get loose. That ain't for everybody.
That ain't for everybody.
That is
They might
not.
not be ready to introduce that to the world.
Exactly. That is not for everyone. What I'm doing
Yeah,
over here with my people is not for everyone. So, yeah, that's my
exactly.
last one. I just feel like use common sense when you're dealing
Common sense.
with the
'Cause
holidays. Use common sense. Also,
yes,
one other thing I do want to say, I think that people should be okay with honoring people who are not here. You know, sometimes people don't say, oh, you know, sure miss your mom here, sure miss your dad here, because they don't know how the person will take it. But I feel like people, I don't think nobody wants you to feel like they're forgotten.
Right. Absolutely.
I think that's something that we got away from because we got away from our homeland. But if we do like our ancestors, we never forget our people. We always acknowledge them. We
Always honor them.
always bring them up. We always, you know what I'm saying? We always, their
Yep.
presence is always there. So we're
Absolutely.
always, you know, saying their name, bringing them up, keeping them alive in us. So I hope that we get back to that tradition of keeping them alive and not being ashamed of, you know, speaking
Right.
on it.
I have to say, I definitely agree with you on that. But I have to say that my family, we make it a point to do that every time we experience or we see something. We're like, oh, that's just like, you know, my grandmother. We didn't call her grandmother, we called her Mama Liz. So everybody, and pretty much everybody called her that. It was like Mama Liz, you know. We She was a very vibrant spirit in person. Like, that was the diva. That's where the divaness came from. Because when she was my age, she looked like she was like 30. Like,
Oh, wow.
poke by the waist, like dressed to the nine. Yes, ma'am. That's where the divaness came from. She always told me, I always do lipstick and earrings. I always have a good pair of earrings and wear you some lipstick. Always told me that. No matter where
All
you
right,
go,
man.
lipstick and earrings. And she literally I never really saw my grandmother wear eyeshadow. Like, she wore her foundation, her fashion fair, her earrings, and her red lipstick. So I have fallen in love with red lipstick in my latter years. Is that I love a good red lip now, you know. So that was my grandmother. She was the first entrepreneur that I knew. And you didn't think about it when you was a kid. You was like,
Wow.
oh, you want grandma to do hair, she's a beautician, you know, she's a hairstylist. But then I say she was a real entrepreneur. She had her own business.
Absolutely.
I was like,
Absolutely.
dang. And I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, my grandmother was an entrepreneur. She was a boss. She was a
Right.
boss. She was
Yes.
a boss. So
Yes.
I love her for that. So we honor her all the
Absolutely.
time because her birthday is next month. So
And
we
I
honor
think
her.
everybody should. And that
Yeah.
kind of, you know, brings me back to the movie Black Panther, because they show a lot of customs that we don't know about, because
Mhm.
we were brought over to America. But learning our ancestors customs and learning African customs and how, you know, they always acknowledge
Always
our
acknowledge.
ancestors and the people that went before us. And I want us to get back to doing that at our family gatherings and not acting like we forgot, you know, not acting like we scared to mention them, you know. So I hope that
Right.
we get back into that tradition.
Absolutely. That's so important to honor, you know, the people before us and the people that are part of, like we showed last week, how many grandparents and great grandparents and great grandparents and great grandparents, how many people took to get you to the place that you are here. So you have to honor them
Yes.
as your ancestors, because without them there would be no you.
Right. Right.
So if you think about
and
it in
and
that aspect,
for me, I you know, I got the idea, I don't know, a little while ago about I really want to start putting the names of my ancestors in my house somewhere. I don't care if it's on the wall, on a picture, in a
right,
book. I want their names to be present in my house. So I'm gonna have to do a little family tree digging and really finding my great
right,
grandparents and their parents' names and all that. But I'm getting ready to do it because I think it's very important to who you are, the people that brought you here. Very important. Very
absolutely.
important.
And there are bits and pieces inside of you from them.
Absolutely. Definitely is. So with that being said, 11/11 just passed, and 11/11 was a powerful day for manifesting. So I hope
Come
you all took
on.
advantage of it. I took
Absolutely.
advantage. I hope you guys did,
Mhm.
because it was such a powerful day.
It was two powerful numbers.
And I know y'all know. Go ahead, T baby.
No, I was saying 11/11 and then 222. So
Exactly.
mhm. That
Exactly.
hasn't
And
happened
now
since
12,
1999. That hasn't
but you know
happened since
12/22, 12/22/22 finna come.
exactly. Make sure you
So
ready.
yes, we need to go on and get ready. And
Right.
I know a lot of people don't believe in this, but numerology, all of that, it is real, and it has a impact on our lives, whether we believe it or not. So I mean, if you don't believe, that's fine for you, but we believe over here.
Exactly. Most definitely. We definitely do. It's so powerful. And like we said, your thoughts can become your reality. So make sure that whatever you're thinking or saying, because the tongue is very powerful. Whatever you're thinking and saying, make sure that when it does show up in your life, that's something you truly wanted to show up. So T to
Right.
go, take the T to go. I'll have to say that my T to go is life is short. Enjoy your family. Um, just live in the moments and don't take things for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't take your life for granted. Um, honor the people who are truly in your corner. So just live your life. Your life is about experience. So experience it. Take them
Yes.
vacations because
Yes.
don't put it off. Uh, I've been
Absolutely.
I've been a culprit of that, and I'm not doing that anymore.
That's right. I feel you on that. Well, my take this T to go is you are important. What you want is important. And don't believe that you shouldn't be self-absorbed. Now, I know self-absorbed is a bad term in our society,
Right.
but I don't believe in that anymore. I think you should be more self-absorbed. Not now, this ain't to narcissists, but this is for people who always taking care of everybody else.
Right.
It's okay to
Absolutely.
take care of you too. It's okay to think about what you want and what you need. And sometimes what you want is enough. It don't have to be what you need. You could deserve it just because you want it.
Right.
So I want to speak to those people who always putting themselves last. Stop it. You're important. Learn how to put yourself first. That's my take this T to go.
Well, you was over here speaking to me. Speaking to me. All right.
All
So
right.
we will we will let you guys know about our next broadcast. If you did not catch this live, please be sure to go and follow our social media pages, subscribe to our YouTube page. You can listen to us on YouTube, you can listen to us on Spotify, and you can, if you don't catch us on live, we always sound better in your ear. So just to let you know.
Yes. Yes, and T baby, enjoy your trip, and you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. We're gonna
Yeah.
take a little bit of time out to enjoy our families and our Thanksgiving, and we'll be back with you before you know it. I'm gonna give a shout out to our girl Zoe, and
Yes.
we know that you are taking it easy. We want you to continue to take it easy,
Yes.
okay?
Take it easy. Let
But
that
we
baby
love
bake.
you and we miss you,
Right.
and
Yes.
we will see you soon. And to the rest of you all, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're
Thank
listening on the replay, thank you for listening and
thank
watching.
you. And
And
watching.
we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.